Hi guys, hello and welcome to this reading. This reading will be for Virgo placements and it will be messages, what you need to know for the end of 2025, okay? So I'm going to do a Celtic Cross Tarot spread and then I'll clarify if needs be any cards, okay? So let's dive right in, okay? Tell me about Virgo placements. What do Virgo placements need to know, please? For the end of 2025. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands, boundaries. We have the Emperor. I'm just going to pull all the cards, guys, and then I will go in and dive into them, okay? We have Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of the Year in this particular deck. Okay, let me just move these. Six of Cups, the High Priest, Ace of Swords, and potential outcome. We have the Sun. Beautiful. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so potential for a new beginning, manifestation. Can be a spiritual awakening, new beginnings, creativity, passion. Okay. So in the current situation, we have the Seven of Wands. So boundaries or standing up for what it is that you believe in. Okay. It could be that you've been on a particular journey and now you're being challenged, okay? As this follows the Six of Wands, which is success, public recognition, things going well. And now it's almost like a turning point, and what you've accomplished or what you're working on, you either have to, you're either being challenged by it or you're having to defend it, stand up for it, okay? This can be a relationship, a job, whatever it is, okay? I'm going to come back and clarify that one. So in the challenges position, we have the Emperor, okay? So there could be like an energy of, I'm getting kind of like stubbornness here, okay? Emperor energy is very much my way or the highway, taking charge of a situation, okay? But there is that kind of stubborn energy, like unwilling to budge, unwilling to be open to others' perspectives, okay? So this could be a guarded energy, okay? The Emperor can also be on the shadow side, like a little controlling, okay? So maybe trying to take control of something, or not being open to like we're doing it this way and that's it, okay? Like very, very stubborn energy here. So what you should focus on, we have the Three of Cups in the what to focus on position, okay? So connection here. All right, connection. So I do, going back to this, the Emperor, my way, the highway, you should focus on that there's something about the people around you here. Something about the people around you. Okay, someone could have a valid point. Someone could have some information that is very important to your particular situation. I'm actually going to go ahead and start clarifying, okay? So tell me about this Three of Cups, please. Why is the Three of Cups here, please? Five of Swords. Yeah, I was getting that sense of like there's something that you don't know, okay? So this is the Five of Swords is a win at all costs energy, okay? So kind of trampling over the needs of others in order to come out on top, all right? So this can be the ego sort of taking over here. So you could be sort of running the risk of upsetting some people that you actually care about, if you don't kind of tap this energy, okay? And I did want to clarify the Seven of Wands. Tell me about the Seven of Wands, please. We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so there's that like very rushed energy, very like coming in hot, like really can be very harsh, argumentative here. Okay, so I feel like someone here, you may think that you know everything about a particular situation, and it's almost like the ego is getting the better of you here. Now you can flip this, it could be someone else, all right? So take it as it resonates for you. So yeah, there could be some harsh words exchanged here, some like heated energy, okay? Notice the clouds, the very sharp imagery in these two cards here, okay? So there's like a need to kind of just slow your roll right now, okay, if this is you. Because I feel like you don't know all of the... You don't know everything that's going on, and this like, notice this woman's face here. It's kind of like a bit sort of like, oh, do you know, like it's like, oh, whoops, I maybe overreacted, or I should have, you know, waited until I knew all the information, all right? So the recent past, we have the Two of Pentacles here. This is juggling, this is about cycles. This can be taking on too many responsibilities and running the risk of burnout, crashing, okay? So tell me about this Two of Pentacles, please. Ooh. Okay, we have the Fool card. So it's like you were weighing up two options, or you know, juggling between your personal life and maybe your career, whatever it is, okay? But there's like some sort of juggling happening here. And we've got the choppy waters in the background. So maybe like trying to figure out what it is, you know, maybe like a battle between your logical mind and your emotions here, okay? Could be what we're talking about. With the Fool, this is a shift in perspective, okay? So there may have been a fresh start here in the recent past. The Fool can also be a bit of a foolish energy, okay? So like not really, you know, thinking about consequences, okay? So it could be like that sort of energy of, oh sure, look, it'll be grand, like whatever, and not really like thinking things through, okay? So for your strengths, we have the Three of Swords, okay? So for me, this, you know, obviously it doesn't seem like a strength, but I feel like you have a very, I feel like a very strong energy here, okay? You're able to withstand pain and heartache. You don't let it get the better of you. You don't let your it's almost like stoic comes to mind. So like someone who you maybe like, no one knows all that you've been through, and you carry it very well, shall we say, okay? Tell me about this Three of Swords, please. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. So Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of self-care, okay? So you kind of like, I don't know why the word well manicured is coming into my head here, okay? But you handle your shit, essentially, okay? And you've maybe been through a lot, and it's taught you a lot. You may also kind of put yourself first because of everything, that all the challenges you've been through. You know, you could be like, well, screw everyone else, I'm gonna, you know, just take care of myself, and da 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 da. And to you know, it's important to put ourselves first, but there has to be balance in that sense as well, okay? So yeah, I feel like there's like this very strong energy coming through here for someone, okay? So in the near future, we have the Wheel of the Year. Okay, so this is quite a positive card. It means that there's like a new beginning, a new chapter opening up, things beginning to turn in your favor. If they haven't, okay, or you could be closing out a particular cycle here. Tell me about the Wheel of the Year, please. Why is the Wheel of the Year here? Oh, that one flipped over. Okay. We have the Strength card. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is that there's could be something coming up here, okay, and I don't want to say that it's negative or positive because I don't know, okay, but there's some sort of change happening now, some sort of the wheel is turning, something's closing out or something's beginning. Your strength and your you're going to be required to, your resilience is the word that I was grasping for there. The next chapter is going to require, I feel like a lot of compassion, okay, whether it's for yourself or for others, but there's a need for grace in the upcoming chapter, okay. You may need to face the the beast inside, okay, so all this stuff that you've maybe been carrying, it's coming up to be released, okay, because I feel like you don't let things get to you, but emotions, experiences, they need to be processed and released, okay, so burying them and saying, yeah, I'm fine, you know, this is life, you know, I can handle this. I feel like it's coming out here in a way that you can't see, okay? Or maybe you don't realize that it's beginning to affect the people around you or your connections, all right? So there's a need for, like the Strength card can be about, you know, facing our primal instincts, our beast within, essentially, okay? So it could be about the shadow side as well. But there's a need to kind of look at that. So advice for Virgo, we have the Six of Cups, okay, so could be something to do with the past here. You may need to revisit the past, all right, so kind of goes back to what I was saying, that all that you've been through, even though you say it doesn't affect you, it hasn't gone anywhere, and you could be needing to revisit some past traumas in order to process them and release them, okay. All right, so in this position for outside influences, we have the High Priest, which is the Hierophant, okay? So we could be talking about commitments here, we could be talking about family or tradition. So there could be familial influences here, okay? This could be like the traumas that you're revisiting here. You may feel some ties to family, commitments to family. It could be a toxic parent or sibling or whatever it is, okay. Could be a spouse, okay. This is also a card of commitment to marriage. Tell me about this High Priest, please. The Hanged Man, okay, so like a shift in perspective. There may have been some delays here, or something could be put on hold until you have this shift in perspective. Tell me more, please. So things could be kind of flipped upside down. The Two of Swords here, okay, so a choice. Yeah, I feel like there's something that needs to be cut away here, okay. You may need to make a choice between two paths, okay. You could be at a crossroads here. This could also be that you're not sort of you know, there's the blindfold. It's like not making a choice. Like refusing to make a choice about something. And so there's some sort of delay with the Hanged Man here. So there's a choice that needs to be made here for someone. Okay. And I feel like it's going to open up there's going to be like some sort of enlightenment or something. But I am, like, initially I got like cutting something away, setting boundaries, okay? And I feel like it's going back to this need to release something from the past. Okay, so for your hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Swords, all right? So clarity, truth. Bravery is coming in. I think you're hoping to acquire the strength that's needed to maybe face this. Tell me about this Ace of Swords, please. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So with the King, we could be talking about a father figure here, father. It could also be a message for someone that you know, maybe you're quite focused on the 3D, on the material, on you know, your career, and you've been avoiding your emotions, because there's very few cups here. Okay, we've got but we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles. So maybe you're hoping to move from this Queen of Pentacles energy into this King of Pentacles energy. We're talking about stability here as well with the King of Pentacles, okay? So you could be hoping for stability, security. The energy back here seems to be quite all over the place, like with this Five of Swords and Knight of Swords, okay? So very chaotic sort of energy. And bravery. I feel like there's something that you're almost afraid to face, but on a deep level, you know that it needs to be faced, okay? For the potential outcome, we have the Sun, and like, look at this little boy on the horse, okay? So purity. I feel like we're talking about someone's inner child here, okay? I feel like someone's, like, going back to that stoic, what I said, okay? Someone here who you maybe had to grow up very fast, okay? And it's almost like you're, freeing yourself. Back to this, like cutting something away, freeing yourself from some sort of pain. Let me see. Tell me more about the Sun card. The Three of Cups. So we got the Three of Cups out here twice. So there's something about connections here. If there's been some sort of what was I saying? If you have maybe been so focused on your finances, your resources, like Spirit is saying to focus on your connections at this time. There's something about your connections that's very important, okay? Definitely with it coming out twice here. And notice the difference here, like from this particular Three of Cups where it's like, oh, and then to this one where it's like celebratory, okay? And things going well. Okay, so I feel like there's something here that can be salvaged for someone. Okay, but there's a need to kind of like not be so guarded. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. I hope this helps someone. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.